Cooley's rundown. Cooley about to give us the scoop on what's going on in the wrestling world. Let us know, my brother. What's happening?
My guy got that mushroom coffee on deck.
Yeah, man.
But,
almond milk and a little bit of honey, baby.
Okay, hey, I feel I'm going to have to try that one time. But, hey, we got a lot of crazy news that happened this week. As we all know, WWE has announced that SmackDown is headed back to USA. Welcome home. 1.4 billion deal, man. That is insane.
I didn't even know they had that type of money.
Yeah. Hey, it's crazy, man. What kind of made me think about this whole announcement? It's like, is SmackDown going back to Thursdays?
It might be. Honestly,
I don't know. They didn't confirm it, did they? Because that's what I was wondering too.
Apparently, it's up in the air because SmackDown might move nights, and apparently Raw and NXT are gone from USA, so they don't have a home yet.
Wait, that's
Raw
crazy.
And NXT?
Raw and NXT aren't going to be on USA next year. Like, they still don't have a home yet.
Yeah.
They haven't signed a new deal.
That's insane, bro. So it's a lot going on. I mean, they said the deal includes 4 primetime specials on NBC.
That's gonna be fun.
That's gonna be
insane.
Fire.
Yeah.
This is kind of like what we talked about a couple months ago when we were like, "Yo, should they make like premium live events on like network TV?" And it sounds like this might be a move towards that. Four.
Wait, man.
It's gonna be crazy.
I mean, we
shout out to
see.
WWE.
Yeah,
shout out to WWE
man.
for everybody on the internet wanted to talk about SmackDown's ratings because the show debuted at like 3 million viewers, and they haven't really been around 3 million viewers since the debut. People speculated, said that WWE weren't going to get the type of money that they got with the Fox deal because the Fox deal was $1 billion.
Yeah.
And WWE turned around and got $1.4 billion from NBC Universal. So that shows you how much y'all know about these ratings and these numbers. They got $1.4 billion from NBC after getting a $1 billion deal from Fox. So shout out to WWE.
Shout out to WWE, man.
I'm curious to see where Raw lands though. I hope Raw doesn't end up on like a trash channel. Cause y'all remember when Raw used to come on Spike TV?
Bro,
yes. Oh my
god. What
God,
was that? So what the Spike TV?
I want to see Raw on FX. I ain't gonna hold you. But it's probably never gonna happen.
Fire.
I don't think it's gonna happen though.
Yeah.
I want to see, man. I want to see network TV because the thing about the Fox deal was that a lot of people were watching SmackDown because a lot of people don't have cable, man. And everybody got Fox. So it's like now that SmackDown is gone, does that mean Raw might end up on network TV?
It could.
Hey,
I mean, Raw is a premier show, but I mean, but also football season makes that a little bit harder for a lot of those guys because it's on Monday.
Yeah,
it's a Monday night slot, so that it's gonna be hard. But I mean, they're gonna figure it out. NXT though. I don't know.
It might be over for NXT. They might be back to Peacock, my brother.
Jeez, that's crazy, man.
I mean, I don't know.
Hey, we're gonna see, man. Shout out to WWE, but with ups, there's some downs. Let's talk about them downs. You know what I'm saying? It's release season,
We're
baby.
giving it a down.
Ooh. Hey, man. WWE has released a lot of people.
Let's
start off. Mustafa Ali.
No, not my boy Mustafa.
He's out of here. I really love that American gimmick, though.
Yeah, man.
I love it.
He's out of here. He's out of here. Rick Booz, Emma, Aaliyah, Top Dollar, Elias,
Top Dollar,
Shelton Benjamin. Yeah, man. Top Dollar, man. Shelton Benjamin is out of here, bro. And last but not least, Dolph Ziggler.
Dolph is a surprising one, but then again, he did get paid a lot of money, so they're probably like ties.
I was definitely not shocked at Dolph.
He's my shocking talent, though, man.
The shocking one to me was Top Dollar because it's like y'all released Top Dollar, but not his crew. Like what's going on?
Yeah,
like,
so man? Top Dollar got dropped, but Adonis and B-Fab still around.
Yeah,
I think it's because B-Fab and Adonis probably are going to be. I think honestly, and this is me being very honest.
Package.
I think Hit Row is still going to be around, and I think it's going to be without. I think it's going to be without Top Dollar. I think
they might just add somebody else.
Yeah, I think
bring back Leo Rush, man.
I think they're going to bring in. I think they're going to bring in Carmelo Hayes, and I think they're going to probably add Cedric and
hell no.
Carmelo needs his own.
Really think that
by himself.
Melo is too nice to be stuck with that. Come on, man.
Yeah.
Hell no.
Yeah.
I know he's black with long hair, so y'all think he's going to get Hit Row, but no.
I'm just saying he is too nice, but this is WWE we're
Too
talking
nice,
about.
bro.
Then this is I'm telling I know, but this is WWE we talking about. You know what I mean? And bro, look, we all knew streets knew who LA Knight was, but he came to WWE as
Max Dupree
with the
the
maximum
Maximum
male
Male
models.
Models. Oh, and
You know what I
they
mean?
also on that list. Maximum Male
Mason
Models is
Mansour.
out of here.
Oh, wait,
Out
what?
here.
Oh, I
Yeah,
didn't see
they
Dana
that.
Brooke is
late
gone
yesterday.
too.
Oh,
Quincy
Yeah,
Elliott, my
sheesh.
boy Quincy Elliott.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but I feel
man.
like they're
It's a
gonna
lot of
repackage
people.
it, bro, and they're gonna present it a different way. I feel that in my gut. Like I've
But
been
what
feeling
y'all
that
feel
for a
about
minute.
what y'all feel about Shelton Benjamin? It seemed like he was just on the roster. You know, he's an OG. He's hanging
I
out.
mean,
I'm like, yo.
So
I mean, it's his time.
yeah, I mean
It's his
Shelton
time.
Benjamin, he had his time to shine. I don't think that this is it for him. I honestly think that Shelton Benjamin will be back with WWE one day in some capacity. Now, I don't think it will be an active wrestler because he's up there in age, but you know he's well liked. He's like one of Brock Lesnar's best friends, and Brock Lesnar don't have friends, so you know what it is. I
I
think
don't know
Shelton
why
will probably be
Shelton.
back as a producer or something.
I don't know why Shelton resembles New Jack to me. It's so weird.
Yeah, with the
Maybe I'm
bald
tripping.
head and
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe
I
I'm
see
maybe I'm
it. I
tripping.
can see
but
it.
yeah.
I can see it.
Shout out
So
Shelton
to me,
Benjamin, man.
to me,
Yo,
the
Say what?
biggest
shouts to
surprise of
Sad,
this,
you know what I mean? Still on, he didn't get the chopping block. Shouts to him,
right?
man.
So look,
You know, I know I'll be
to me,
talking,
there's
you
two
know.
big surprises on this because Dolph Ziggler, I get it, like it sucks, but he had a Hall of Fame career. He'll be in the Hall of Fame one day, and you know he was making main event money. Let's not forget, Dolph Ziggler was probably making the same type of money that like AJ Styles and Kevin Owens is making, and Dolph Ziggler is never on TV, so it just made
Yeah.
sense that they would cut him to save that money. But the biggest surprise to me was one Mustafa Ali because he was scheduled for a match this Saturday
Yeah.
at No Mercy. Like he was literally in the middle of storylines and stuff, and he just
Wasn't it
got
with
released. So
Dom?
that's
Yep.
yeah, he was
I think
supposed
the
to
match
face
with Dom,
Dom.
yeah.
Like, and he tweeted that he was going to be at Raw this next Monday. So it's like that's a surprise. And also the biggest surprise to me is the people who ain't on this list because I definitely thought Matt Riddle was coming.
Bruh.
He's still a draw, and he's still a draw. He still sells a lot of merch, and I'm pretty sure they still want to do RK Bro. It's
Hey,
simple.
but he
Like
getting
it's
in
simple,
trouble,
bro.
man.
He is
That's
getting in trouble,
crazy.
but money talks, man. He ain't getting
Look,
enough trouble.
If Matt Riddle was black, he would have been fired a long time ago. Like I hate to play the race card on that, but like the stuff that he gets in trouble for, we saw what happened with Leo Rush. Leo Rush got fired pretty much because he didn't want to carry some bags for Finn Balor or something, and they said that he was like an attitude issue. So it's like black people getting fired for stuff like that, and then Matt Riddle out
It's
here
crazy.
getting drunk
bruh.
and high on airplanes, like he 2 Chainz or something, and it's like all this other stuff. It's like, yo, how do he still have a job, man?
You know the vibe.
Yeah, that's wild, man.
But
But we
they
do
really
know the
They
vibes.
really banking on RK Bro though. I know they are. They want that back. They could smell it, baby. You know what I'm saying? You see Orton coming back to the performance center.
Oh,
they
relax,
want
relax.
it back.
That might be coming.
Oh,
That might be
oh,
They
coming.
want
oh,
that.
oh,
They
chill,
want
chill,
that real
chill,
thing
chill,
back,
brother,
man. Just saying. They
Hey,
want that
man,
real thing back.
Yo, shout out to all the people that got released, man. Hopefully, you know, you resurrect your career somewhere else. But I mean, speaking of
Facts.
contracts, it's another contract that's coming up that's expiring real soon. And his name is Sheamus. 4-time world champion Sheamus. Hey, could y'all see him?
Only 4?
Can four time?
That's a
It's
lot.
4.
That's a lot, man.
I thought he
That's
had more.
cool. Yeah, I can't see him going nowhere. I think he's staying with WWE. I don't
I
think. I
can't.
can't.
Yeah.
What?
I can see him leaving.
Nah.
I don't think he will, but I mean, at this point, it's like, what else is there left for Sheamus to do in WWE? He was like a 50-time tag team champion with Cesaro in the bar. He's been world champion 4 times.
Cesaro, man.
He's won every single title except for what, the Intercontinental, right? That's like the only one he hasn't won.
Yeah, I believe so.
He won the US. He won the tag team. So it was like, what else is there for him to do in WWE? And he's been in WWE for like 15 years now. I can see him going out and trying something new for a little while. Maybe go join Cesaro. I can see him being a member of the Blackpool Combat Club in AEW or something, just to do it.
Nah.
Cesaro is his boy. Cesaro over there.
Sheamus is a lifer, man. You know what I mean?
Hey.
And we forget too. Sheamus and Triple H are like this, son.
Yeah, that's he
Like
ain't booking.
this.
He ain't booking Sheamus like they like that.
I
But
mean,
they
also
are
it's like,
boys.
bro, he in the second win of his career, man. Like he can still go. He's dependable, but like we
Right.
look into the future. We're not about to put you in a world title belt, world title picture, or anything. Like you've had it, you've had your time. Like we get it, but you still dependable. You could put talent over, and you can be an enhancement, and he's gonna be a lifer. He's one of those lifer WWE guys.
One of them R-Truths.
Yeah, he's a lifer, man.
Yeah.
Let's call it a
And
spade.
people
He ain't
really
going
love
nowhere.
R-Truth.
But
Shout out to
it's
Akira Tozawa too for escaping that the fire list, by the way.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, man.
It's so crazy.
But it's crazy. It's crazy that Qwan, you said that Sheamus never won the Intercontinental Champion.
Mm-hmm.
You know who else just lost his Intercontinental Champion at AEW? Jon Moxley. Let's talk about our
shit.
boy Jon Moxley, man. He
That was
suffered
bad.
a concussion after being dived into the mat twice. Unplanned finish. It was horrible. I believe it was a botch on the ref. Oh my God, it was
that was
disgusting.
bad.
Yeah,
The ref
Poor
counted
Jon
two,
Moxley,
and then
man.
and Moxley
He
didn't
just-
kick up, and then the ref just stood there like, huh?
Yeah,
I see a lot of y'all fans out there that's like, oh, that match was so awesome and so nah, that match sucked, bro. Like, call a spade what it is, man. That match sucked, man. With that terrible botch and that terrible injury, y'all ought to be ashamed of yourselves, man. Come on, bro.
I wouldn't say it sucked, but
If that happened in WWE, we wouldn't be hearing about it to the man. Come on, bro.
So-
Like, come on.
So after watching, it almost looks like Moxley got hurt like early in that match because he seemed very lethargic and kind of out of it during the match. So it seems like he got a concussion early, and then that second pile driver just kind of just reignited whatever he was feeling, and like maybe originally he was supposed to kick out of that and he just didn't, but the ref knew he was supposed to kick out, so the ref only counted two. But in moments like that, as a referee, if you see that a guy is visibly hurt and he's not moving, you got to just count the three. It don't matter if it was Roman Reigns and he was getting pinned by I don't know who's like a terrible wrestler that I can just mention. Who's like somebody unexpected, like S.A. Rios. Let's bring S.A. Rios back to the game. Like, I don't care if it's S.A. Rios pinning Roman Reigns, and if Roman Reigns is hurt, he's clearly hurt his neck or he got a concussion and he can't kick out. As a referee, you just got to count that three and live with the result. They can figure it out later, because like you can't be continuing matches with a guy who got a concussion, like a visibly like that's dangerous.
Why
was not
are we still
supposed
doing
to
pile
lose.
drivers, man?
We got to that move.
Why are we still doing pile drivers? Like, ban the move, bro. There's been no good from that move. No good. We've seen careers shortened prematurely over that move. Like, get rid of it.
Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Stone Cold Steve Austin, man. Man, we could have probably had another 4 or 5, maybe 7 years of Stone Cold, man. Like, get rid of that
man.
move, bro.
I know the Tombstone is done. They banned the Tombstone. Only Kane and Undertaker can use it, but we're not gonna see that.
And that's how it should be, man. That's how it should be. Only select few should be able to use that move. Like Ray Phoenix shouldn't be doing two power drivers in a random match on Dynamite against Jon Moxley.
Jesus. Well, he's not an international champion no more, so I don't know how they're gonna fix that story or whatever. But that's insane. Hopefully Jon Moxley gets better. Prayers to him.
Speedy recovery.
That looked terrible. But so Sylvan, he said something about Randy Orton earlier. It's confirmed that my guy was at the Performance Center.
Let's get it.
I think he's returning soon, man.
It's coming.
I saw the video. I was like,
it's coming.
I'm excited, man. I miss Randy Orton, bro. I miss Randy Orton. But I seen the video on Twitter and he was like shushing the crowd or whatever. I was like, ooh. He coming back, man.
Now look, Randy Orton wouldn't be in that performance. We know what it is. We know what it is. Everybody goes to the Performance Center when they're gearing for a comeback. Cody Rhodes did it. You saw it documented in his documentary. He went to the Performance Center with Carmelo Hayes and got it in. Apparently, Jade Cargill is down there right now getting her thing in. So we know what it is. Randy Orton is gearing up for a comeback. The question is, how will he come back? And I hope it's as a heel, and I hope it's against Cody Rhodes. I hope Randy Orton runs down on Cody Rhodes and puts him out. That's what I want to see. I want to see Randy versus Cody. I don't want to see no happy RKO, RK Bro, none of that. We good.
We might have him versus Reigns at a pay-per-view as filler.
I don't want him to come back to a loss though. Come on, man.
I'm just saying we might at some point. Like, I can see
True.
They need people. They need people to feed to Roman Reigns until we get to WrestleMania. And they running out. That's why he on all these dates. So I can see him in a filler match. And he
I
is the main
mean,
eventer.
the filler gonna be CM Punk, but I mean, what I know?
Hey, it might be. It might be.
I
What
don't
I
know
know.
about that one.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm warming up to that. I'm warming up to.
I just think that I'm not going to even go there. I'm not going to even go there. But I do think that I think.
Uh-oh.
I think that the proper if Punk were to come back, the proper thing would be to put him against Cody.
I hear you on that, and I know exactly why you're saying that, because the whole
would.
AEW dynamic and him leaving as Punk came in, it would make sense. It would make sense.
It would be the right thing to do.
It would make sense.
Or Seth, Seth, that story there would be interesting,
right.
But
or Montez
we'll
Ford.
see.
I'm just playing. Because Montez Ford made a comment about CM Punk recently. That's why I said that. He said that he would welcome CM Punk back with open arms because the business is there or whatever. So yeah, shout out to Montez Ford.
Yeah, we gonna see. We gonna see. We gonna see. Last I got for today is our guy Vince McMahon.
Oh my God.
Yeah, Vince McMahon. He's claimed that WWE had stagnated prior to the TKO merger. What? What is he talking about? I don't know if that's back.
I see what he's saying.
I don't know if that back surgery like knocked him back, a few years or something. I don't know, but I mean, everybody I wrote him in a meeting. Like, bro, what are you talking about? What? You guys agree with this? Because to me, WWE's been doing perfectly fine. It's great. So I don't know what he's talking about.
I see what he's saying. I don't know. I know I'm a sick man.
What is he saying?
Here's the thing about Vince is that when they have been incrementally growing from a profitable standpoint, but when it comes down to their potential and how much more expansive they can be, yeah, they did hit a wall or a plateau in terms of, well, where do you go from here, right? Think about like everything that's happened from WWE since WrestleMania 1, right? All the progressions that have happened, going public, to building out the revenue, WWE Network. You get to a point where it's like, well, what more can we do as a solely owned company?
Right.
How can we take this larger? And so I know a lot of people are probably looking at him like, oh, well, we've got all this money. We're doing better than we've ever done. But Vince is thinking like, bruh, but we got to grow. How do we grow? How do we go to the next level? Well, the next level is a merger. It's a merger with another company that's going to take things to the next level. How do we get bigger? How do you never stop? And so where I think a lot of people are just satisfied with, what they're satisfied with, Vince is insatiable. He just wants it all, and he wants more, and he wants to take it as far as he can take it. And I'm pretty sure he would want to take it even further than this Endeavor deal. So, like,
right.
I understand where he's coming from.
You know what, man? I was about to scream on Vince McMahon for being out his goddamn mind, but when you put it like that, I can't disagree. That makes a lot of sense. It makes a lot of sense because let's just be honest. WWE's revenue is up. They're making more money than they've ever made. They're doing the biggest audiences in their history. They're breaking all their financial records. So it's like, it's hard to say that WWE has stagnated from a business standpoint or even like a product quality standpoint. But again, the way Sylvan put it, it does make sense. So I guess I can't be that mad at Vince McMahon. And also, Vince McMahon just wasn't involved in this process. So of course he thinks that it's stagnated. He sees Triple H and Nick Khan running the show, and he's like, it's stagnant. How can I change this and make it better?
She's like, well,
and also with one more thing, WWE had kind of relaxed the last year and a half when it came to like releases and firing people. Even when people were like requesting their release, WWE didn't really abide by that. And I think with Vince McMahon back into the fold, he's cutting the fat. He's cutting the fat off of WWE, and he's going to make that more profitable than it's ever been, just because he's willing to, get rid of the people he got to get rid of to get to the next level. So I got to respect him for that. I'm not saying that I want to see people lose their job, because that's terrible. Like how does WWE announce a $1.4 billion deal and then fire like 20 people a couple hours later? That's pretty insane. But at the end of the day, business is business, and
I also think about cap
That's what it
space
is.
too, man. You think
Right,
about
right.
all the people that they're potentially bringing in. Like CM Punk alluding that he has 2 months of free time, which is a
Right.
direct correlation to him to returning to the company. And I know that paycheck ain't gonna be, pennies.
That's gonna right.
You know what I mean? You think about if
And
we are teasing The Rock, we know that paycheck ain't gonna just be. He might have we got a favor for you to pull up
right.
at SmackDown because you was just in town for Dion, but we know what you're gonna cost, Rock. We know how much that's gonna cost the company and what that's gonna take in promotional dollars. You know what I mean? And you think about everybody else's salary, and then the renewal of salaries coming up,
Right.
and then the new talent that's coming in from NXT
This-
that are gonna have
hey.
a whole different. It's like, bro,
and
then
not
you-
even and not
bruh.
not
That
even
makes
that.
sense.
Just like just think about all the AEW contracts that's up into 2024. Like that's
Sheesh.
Andrade, that's
MJF.
Malachi Black, MJF. That's a lot of
MJF, the
people
big
that might
one,
be on that
man.
radar.
That's the big
Mhm.
one
Yeah,
right there,
facts.
boy.
And they gonna want that. They gonna
And
want
it's gonna
that.
take
Yes.
a lot of money to get MJF because Tony Khan
Oh,
he don't
yeah.
want to lose that, so he's gonna be willing to pay whatever. So
Think about
they
Jade
gonna have to come with
Cargill.
it.
Jade is just coming into the fold. That's gonna be something.
Yeah,
I
man.
just it's a lot of money, man. So you got to trim the fat where you can trim it, man. So
Hey,
Vince such a
It's
Virgo,
what it
man. He's such a Virgo. Hey, man, that's
strong,
all I
man.
got
Virgo
for the
here, baby.
rundown. Yeah, that's all I got for the
all right,
rundown,
man. We
man.
appreciate you. We appreciate you for that. Again, don't forget we got this Discord going. If you want to get in on that, talk these rundown topics with us personally, drop a comment below. Let us know that you want that, and we'll send you that. Now, y'all know what time it is, my brother. Oh, before I go forward, make sure you like and subscribe too, because we need that. We need them likes and them subscribes and all that. Not just comments. Don't just comment on the video and keep it pushing. Like and comment and subscribe as well. Now, y'all know what time of the show it is. It's the Black Wrestler of the Week. This is when we pay our respects and give our flowers to Black wrestlers, both past and present. This week, I want to nominate a guy that was vehemently disrespected last week by my brother Sylvan. I was listing off his accolades, and I mentioned that he was the very first African-born world champion. And this man Sylvan said, "Oh God," and rolled his eyes. Now, I mean, apparently defending Triple H, the white man, is more important than showing love to the black brothers for some of us, I guess. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just playing Sylvan. But I want to give a shout out. Yeah. I want to give a shout out and nominate my boy Kofi Kingston. My boy Kofi Kingston.
Okay.
I wasn't.
You rolled your eyes.
Come on.
You were
come
trying to. Yeah,
come
you were.
on.
Listen,
that was a
listen.
different
Sylvan.
argument. That
God,
was a
you
different
were so-
argument.
You were so in the mode of defend Triple H's honor at all costs that you really just shaded my man Kofi in this-
I
this
didn't shade
title run.
Kofi.
So
I
wanna-
just
wanna
didn't want
give-
you to forget what he did to Kofi. You was forgetting
Kofi.
what he did to our
Kofi.
black brother.
Kofi.
That's what a
Your
pimp
title-
does. A pimp makes you
Kofi.
forget. They make you
Kofi,
forget.
your title run was incredible. Your title win was incredible, and you are incredible. And I think you deserve our Black Wrestler of the Week. Not only did you go out there this past Monday and have an incredible match, but you had an incredible match with what's his homie name from the Viking Raiders?
I don't know his name.
Ivar. You had an
Ivar.
incredible
There you
match
go.
with Ivar. That match had no business being that good. That was probably a match of the year candidate as far as free TV goes, and it was with Ivar from the Viking Raiders. That was nuts. That was nuts.
Yeah, that match.
It
had no business being that good. It was too
I'm
good.
saying I almost turned the channel when it came on. I'm like, this might be a piss break. Let me see what's going on Monday Night Football. But something told me to just stick with it, and I'm glad I did because that match was incredible. Kofi Kingston, you're one of the most well-liked people in the wrestling industry, and you're not a complainer. That's what I love about Kofi Kingston. No matter if he's up or if he's not being used, you'll never see Kofi Kingston on Twitter or on social media airing out his grievances. He just does his job. And he's a man. So shout out to Kofi Kingston. I think you definitely deserve it this week.
Okay.
Who you got, Sylvan?
Look, man, I love Kofi Kingston first and foremost. You know what I mean? Nobody was talking nothing about you, man. I just wanted to make sure that people knew that people knew that you deserve better than what happened to you at WrestleMania. You know what I'm saying?
Not Mania, but Smackdown. It was Smackdown. It was even worse. It was even worse. It was Smackdown.
Sorry, yeah, it wasn't even Mania, man. It was a Smackdown. You deserve so much more than that, man. That's all I wanted to get off. The person that I want to nominate has been a staple in wrestling, but more specifically has been a staple in the progression of women in wrestling. And she's not really talked about a lot. She's not talked about for her reign and how important she was in the progression of women being taken seriously in the ring. post the 80s, going into the 90s, more specifically into the Attitude Era, and I'm gonna give it up to my girl Jacqueline Moore.
Yeah.
Miss Jacqueline.
Miss
Jacqueline,
Jacqueline.
man.
I want to say that you were and are an incredible wrestler. You made things seem so legitimate when you were in that ring. You raised everybody's game, even when people weren't even expecting it. You were fighting a fight that people didn't even know needed to be fought, and you don't get enough flowers. A lot of people say that the revolution started with Trish and with Lita and whatnot, but in my opinion, the revolution really started with you, and you don't get enough credit for that. And so,
And she's the original hot girl.
You the original hot girl, for real.
She was out there wearing the cowboy hat before Meg, you know what I'm saying?
Straight up. Yeah, so I'm giving my flowers. I'm giving my flowers to you. A lot of people want to attribute, China coming in and, adding some type of legitimacy. They want to give it to Trish. They want to give it to Lita. They always talk about those three, but they never really talk about you. And so I'm giving my flowers to you, Jacqueline Moore. You the originator.
So look, we both of these wrestlers definitely deserve their flowers. So they're definitely both getting their flowers. But at the end of the day, it can only be one.
It only can be one, man.
On Jay Cooley. So
it only can be one. But listen, I'm gonna go with the person that we don't really talk or speak about. We don't even see. Someone that's not still in wrestling signed. I'm gonna go with Jacqueline. The OG from way back. Shout out to Jacqueline, man. She had an incredible 6-year run with WWE. She was the first African American cruiserweight champion. That's dope.
Mm-hmm.
And she did win the cruiserweight champion.
Yeah, man.
Cruiserweight, yo, she was fighting
cruiserweight champion, bro.
She was fighting men. She's not Funaki and shit.
She's not talked about. She's not talked about enough. So I want to give my flowers to Jacqueline, man. Shout out to Jacqueline.
All right, so shout out to Jacqueline, man. Shout out to Jacqueline. But shout out to Kofi Kingston too. We see you, my brother. Maybe I'll nominate you again next week. And one day I'm gonna win one of these. Know what I'm saying? Maybe one day.
Oh man.
I can't believe I keep winning. It's crazy.
I know you. I didn't even realize Goldberg right now, brother. You Goldberg. But no, shout out to Jacqueline. Jacqueline definitely deserved it. That was a name I was not expecting, and now that I hear it, Jacqueline, did your thing.
Not talked about enough
at all. Now we got that out the way. We gave our flowers out. Now it's time to give out the Pack 'em Up Awards, where we pack up the worst things in wrestling for the week. And you know who I'm going to pack up this week? I got to pack up your boy, Big Sexy Kevin Nash. And pause that, Big Sexy. I ain't calling him sexy. That was his nickname, man. So pause that.
Kevin
Nash,
bro.
my brother.
Again.
Kevin Nash, my brother. Now, Kevin Nash made some comments about LA Knight the other night. He said that it took LA Knight 29 years to get over. 29. LA Knight's been over in every single company he's in. When he was in Impact, he was over. When he was in NWA, he was over. In NXT, he was over. In WWE, he's over. So, Kevin Nash, stop. But that's not why I'm packing up Kevin Nash. Kevin Nash did what we like to call a sucker move in the black community. He did a sucker move. You know what he did? He exposed a 101 conversation with Triple H. Now, I don't know if this was a real conversation or if it was full cap. I don't know if it was full cap or if it was a one-on-one conversation, but Kevin Nash claims on his podcast that he called Triple H about LA Knight's new deal because he heard that LA Knight was trying to get the 5-year. He's trying to get the bag. And he says that Triple H told him out of his mouth that LA Knight wants way too much money and he needs to realize that he's old. He's just a couple years younger than us. And he needs to get his act together because he's pretty much copying the past, and we're not giving him that type of money. Now, I don't know if this was a real conversation that happened or if Kevin Nash was just talking out of his ass. But if it was a real conversation, Kevin Nash, you a sucker for that. You ain't never supposed to expose a one-on-one conversation with another man on a podcast at that. Like, come on, man. Keep that to yourself. If that really happened, and I doubt it did, but if it really did, you a whole sucker for exposing that information. So you got to get packed up this week, Kevin Nash. You're still a wrestling legend. I'll never take that away from you. But come on, man. We don't do that. We don't move like that. Maybe that's how y'all move over there. But as a black man, a young black man from West LA, we don't do that. We don't expose information like that. So you got to get packed up, my brother.
Yikes.
Yo,
Jesus,
that's crazy. I didn't know that, man.
I didn't see that.
I was gonna say maybe I could see Triple H saying that, but then again, I'm like, bruh, I don't know.
And if he did say it, we was never supposed to hear it.
Yeah,
That
it's
could
like,
cause
bro,
static
yeah.
between them.
And
So
it's like a part of me wants to believe it just because I'm like, well, they are friends,
they are like best friends.
like
so
best friends. But it's like I wouldn't see him having to lie about that and Triple H hearing it. But I'm like, bro, there can't be like, there's no way you would do that thinking that that's fine for business, bro. Like this man
Right.
is like, bro, that just looks bad on Triple H, bro. Why you?
Yeah, you might cause static with him and his boss. Like,
And his
why
boss
would
was
you put that out
wrong with
there?
you, dog. Like,
Kevin Nash, bro. What
yo,
a
you a sucker
bozo.
for real, man. I might have to pack
That's a
you up
sucker
too,
move.
man. That's crazy.
Yeah,
I didn't know
bro.
that at all, dog.
Yes, sir.
Wow. Yeah, I'm packing up Kevin Nash, man. Hey,
It's unanimous. This is the
Yeah.
yo,
first
that's
unanimous pack up.
crazy.
Man, I was gonna pack up Matt Riddle, but man, I'm
Yeah.
packing up Kevin. I'm packing up
Yeah.
Kevin Nash, dog. That's crazy. dog.
Golly, that's crazy.
That was
Damn.
the first unanimous pack up in Wrestling with the Homies history. So
Bro,
Kevin
that's
Nash,
crazy, dog.
And LA is that, like, bro.
Bro, he could.
you don't expose 101 conversations. You don't. You just don't.
Yo, Kevin Nash. Yo, listen to me. Listen to me. I know you could whoop my ass. You know what I'm saying? But I don't care, bro. Don't ruin wrestling for me, bro. Don't ruin it for me, bro. Because if something happened 100 because of you, dog. Yo, man. Could you imagine if he loses his job because of you, dog?
Bruh.
That's horrible, bro.
We know that ain't
Horrible.
gonna happen, but still, man, like, come on, man. Like, don't put the wrestling fans in jeopardy. Like, bro, we trying to enjoy a product.
I was gonna pack up HBO, but never mind. That's crazy.
HBO, hey, they get to pack next week then, because I know exactly why you
man.
packing them.
I will say this though. You know, I gotta play devil's advocate. You know, LA Knight.
No.
I do. I gotta play. At some point, somebody's gotta, you know, be the bigger person. You know, and LA Knight, like, you know, LA Knight's been going on national TV, sending them
And
subs,
taking shots. Yeah.
taking shots, and it's like, bruh, you on Triple H's television. You know what I mean? You know that's his best friend. Like, at a certain point, like, somebody got to be the bigger person, and if it ain't gonna be Nash, it's got to be you. And people gonna talk about you all the time, man. Like, they gonna make you out to be who you not, and they're gonna throw dirt in your name because you hot. That's the rules of the game, and you got to play the game right, man. Because at the end of the day, you are hot, but just like that, you can be wiped off, you know. And that's the last thing I want to see, man. So somebody gotta be the bigger man, because he's only responding to the dig
To
that
what
you
you're
gave to
saying,
him
yeah.
last
Yeah.
week. You know,
And they both too old for this. Like, LA Knight's too old. He's like 42, but Kevin Nash is definitely too old for this. Like,
Yeah.
bro, you in your late 50s. Why are you exposing one-on-one conversations with this man's boss? Like, you can
Yeah,
just
that's-
cause
Bro, that's
static
horrible.
between them.
That's
crazy.
horrible.
that's nuts. Don't bring Triple H
That's
into this,
crazy.
dog. That's nuts.
Come
Yeah,
on, man.
man.
Come on, man. And that's it for the Pack It Up Awards. Now, listen, fellas, I got an important announcement to make, man. A very important announcement. Would y'all like to hear it?
Yeah, man, you never make announcements.
All right, so look.
Uh-oh.
Everybody out there, I have to announce that I need y'all to like, comment, and subscribe on this video. I need y'all to
there it is.
subscribe. Let us know how you feel about this podcast, because we here to stay. We ain't going nowhere, my brother. We ain't going nowhere. We want y'all to join us. And again, if you want in on this Discord, if you want to talk one-on-one with the Wrestling with the Homie crew, make sure you comment below and let us know you need that Discord, and we'll send you that link speedy, very fast, very quick. And with that, we out of here. This is Wrestling with the Homies.
We out of here, baby.